Well, as the November 8th election nears, Democrat Hillary Clinton and Republican Donald Trump are focused on a handful of so-called battleground states that will determine who will be the next president of the United States. The candidate who wins the popular vote in a given state is awarded that state's electoral votes. VOA's national correspondent Jim Malone reports on the fight for swing states.
Donald J. Trump.
In the final days of the campaign, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are frequent visitors to the same handful of states, whether it's Trump in Ohio and New Hampshire or Clinton in Florida and Nevada. For several years now, the United States has been sharply divided politically in presidential elections, with many states leaning either Republican, shown in red, or Democratic, shown in blue. Political expert Stephen Wayne.
In many states, one party has a very big lead, and there's no sense in spending a lot of resources at the presidential level in that state.
That leaves about a dozen so-called battleground or swing states where the presidential candidates spend most of their time, says expert Jeremy Mayer.
In the modern presidential campaign, you run campaigns only in about 12 states. The list can change from year to year, although in the last 3 election cycles, it's fairly stable.
The swing states that get the most attention include large states like Florida and Ohio, as well as smaller ones like North Carolina, Nevada, and New Hampshire. Since the 1992 election won by Bill Clinton, Democrats have generally had more success in winning key swing states. And that makes it challenging for Trump this year, says analyst Austin Hart.
He's got to win voters in Florida, Ohio, perhaps Colorado and Nevada. He's got to shore up things in Pennsylvania if he can. So he has a heavy load in front of him.
Folks, we're run by people that are not smart people.
In the final days of the campaign, candidates target a relatively small group of voters in a handful of states, says expert Jennifer Lawless.
The question is now that sliver of independence. But it's not only the sliver of independence, it's smaller than that. It's the sliver of independents who live in battleground states. So we're talking about a very, very small percentage of the population.
Polls show Clinton leading nationally and in several key battleground states, though Trump remains competitive in a few key states like Ohio, Florida, and North Carolina. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.